If you're looking for a 4K PC build with the new AMD 7900 XTX, you came to the right place. I will show you a PC build that's around $1,800 that will give you excellent 4K gaming performance, but I will also explain why I picked each component, and at the end I will explain to you if it's worth buying the 7900 XTX or not in my opinion, so stay tuned and watch this whole video if you wanna find out. You will have all the links to this component and more down below in the video description with alternatives for some of them, and I will explain that throughout the video. With that being said, let's start. With the CPU, I picked the Ryzen 5 7600X. Right now it's $240. The price is not as bad as before, so I actually recommend you buying this one, considering that you get the new AM5 platform. Now, if you want to go with Intel, I recommend you going with the 13600K. That one is going to be really similar in terms of gaming performance to this one, and you also get a better CPU for content creation. So if you're a content creator, then yes, go with the 13600K. But if you want a gaming PC build, this 7600X is going to be really similar to the 13600K and actually a bit better in most games. With the CPU cooler, I picked the Deepcool AK620. This one will be enough for our Ryzen 5 7600X, and I love the design of the CPU air cooler. It's going to look great with this whole build because you will see the case in a moment. For the motherboard, I picked the ASROCK B650 PG Lightning ATX motherboard. Like I said, this is AM5, so it's actually a good thing because it's more upgradable over time, considering there are plenty of CPUs coming in the future that you will be able to put on this motherboard. For the memory kit, I picked the KINGSTON Fairy B16GB of RAM, 2x8 of course, DDR5, 5200 MHz, you get 40 memory. Now, if I can find a better deal, I will leave it in the video description, but I think that this one is a really solid kit for $90 and it's going to give you the performance that you need at 4K. For the storage, I picked the TEAMGROUP CARDEA 0 1TB of Gen 4 SSD, really fast SSD for everything basically, not only gaming, and the price is $80, so it's not a terrible price. Now, if you want to cut down in prices, sure, go with Gen 3 SSD. You will get a really fast SSD for gaming as well, and you will be saving some money. Then for the graphics card, I picked the ASROCK Phantom Gaming Overclocked RX 7900 XTX. Now, I want to say that I put the price of $1,000 because it's out of stock right now, and the 7900 XTX is out of stock everywhere. So if you can find it in stock for this price, then the total PC price is going to be $1,870, but by the time that I'm recording this video, it's out of stock everywhere and the average price is $1,000. That's why I put this price. Then for the case, I picked the FRACTAL design MESHIFY 2 Compact Light. I absolutely love the design of this case. It comes with 3 black pre-installed fans and this whole build is black. And personally, I do not love RGB, but if you like RGB, I will leave you RGB parts alternative down below in the video description for the case, RAM and CPU cooler. And last but definitely not least, the power supply. I picked the PHANTEKS AMP 850W 80 plus gold power supply. This is A tier rated, meaning that it has great build quality, and for this build it's gonna be enough wattage. Now, like I said, the total price is $1,863. If you wanna save up some money, then go with Gen 3 SSD. And you can change the CPU cooler to the Deepcool AK400 instead, but I don't think $60 is gonna be a huge amount of money for someone that's willing to spend $1,800 on a gaming desktop. And my next point is that I wouldn't buy the RX 7900 XTX in my opinion. Maybe it's a hot take, maybe it's not, but for $1,000, I mean, you can get the RTX 4080 for around $1,200, which I will leave in the video description once again. And considering you are already spending $1,000 on a GPU, I don't think $200 is going to make you a financial difference. And the RTX 4080 might be really similar in terms of performance, but you get a better ray tracing performance, and you also get DLSS, which is better than FSR, and you get a better media encoder. So if you're a content creator, this will help you out a lot. If you're the average gamer, you don't care about ray tracing, then yes, sure, you can save up $200. But once again, if you have $1,000 to spend on a GPU and $1,800 to spend on a gaming PC, I don't think that those $200 are going to make a huge difference. Now, it's worth to say that the 7900 XTX is brand new, and we all know AMD actually optimizes their GPU drivers, and over time this GPU might be better. If you want to go with this one, it's totally fine. I completely understand. You're getting a great 4K gaming GPU and overall a 4K gaming PC, really high end. At the end you can't go wrong with any of the two between the RTX 4080 and the RX 7900 XTX. Now the 4080 at $1200, it's a really huge price. I don't think it's a great deal, but I don't think the 7900 XTX it's a great deal either at $1000. If you can get it at 900 or 800, then yes, definitely the better clear choice. But at this price point or even higher, because it's not in stock anymore and we don't know what the price is gonna be soon, I don't know. That's just my opinion though. Of course, if you wanna go with the AMD GPU and you find it in stock, it's great, get it. You will have a great 4K gaming experience anyway, and at the end it's cheaper than the 4080. I'm just saying that the price difference is not huge, and if ray tracing, DLSS and a better media encoder are actually important to you, then I think that you should go with the 4080 instead. Even though I don't really like the price of that GPU, the market as a whole it's really expensive right now for GPUs. Now I'm going to upload the best Christmas PC builds and Prebuilt PC deals really soon, so I recommend you clicking that bell button so you get notified for those, especially if you're looking to buy a PC build or a Prebuilt PC. And if you got value out of this video, leave a like and subscribe. That will help the channel out a lot. Thank you guys for watching, thank you for the support, and I will see you on the next one.